So you, like so many others, have picked up a controller and felt the ultimate rush of seeing a Pokemon beat up a Street Fighter. Felt the power of classics like Bowser, Ganondorf, and DK. Or the hype of landing a sweet Falcon Punch or Knee of Justice. However, regardless of your character choice, you also, like so many others, have plateaued or have yet to discover the secret to taking your gameplay to the next level. So you can either really beat up on your friends, get your favorite characters into Elite Smash for bragging rights, or start going farther than 0-2 in your local tournament. If any of what I just said rings true to you, then you've come to the right place. In my many years of high-level competition, not just in Super Smash Bros., I've found the hardest thing for people to figure out is just where and how to get started. My hope with this video is not to teach you how to perform every trick and secret in the game, but rather give you the path to success so that, no matter where you are in your journey, you know where to go next. And with that, these are the 4 steps to get good at Smash Ultimate. Step 1 is to nail the fundamentals of the game. But TS, that's what everyone says. What does that even mean? How do I know what fundamentals are and which ones I need to master? That's a good question, my friend. For me, I describe fundamentals as the skills and techniques of Smash Ultimate that transfer across all characters in the game. The true basics of Smash Ultimate as a game. If you understand and can perform your fundamentals, I promise your game will instantly and drastically improve. And you'll be able to pick up any character and at least play them at a basic level, rather than fumble around with them mashing buttons, hoping for the best. Okay, so what fundamentals do I need to learn then? Well, you should probably make sure you can perform movements such as turn around, walk, run, foxtrot, short hop, full hop, fast fall, shield, spot dodge, roll, air dodge, tech, reverse aerial rush, recovery tactics such as your air dodge, jump, and up B, your get-up options at ledge such as neutral get-up, attack get-up, jump, or drop down then jump, your basic movesets such as your neutrals and dash attack, tilts, smash attacks, aerials, specials, and grabs. And understand tech and strategy such as DI, SDI, and neutral, advantage, and disadvantage states. And that's just to name a few. I'll post a complete list in the description of this video that you can reference. Again, you nail these fundamentals and any character you pick up will be schmoovin' in no time. Step 2 is to master your character. Great, you've mastered the fundamentals and can, for the most part, mess around with any character you want. But if you really want to continue to up your game, you're probably going to want to find a main and secondary character to really nail down. The next thing for you to work on is mastering that character. You're going to want to focus on neutral, advantaged, and disadvantaged states, bread and butter, and kill confirms. I can make a whole video about neutral, advantage, and disadvantaged states, but described in the simplest way, you need to understand how you can, with your chosen character, start combos and set up kill confirms, which is the neutral state, how to connect combo strings and punish whiffs, the advantage state, and how to get out of combos and avoid dying, the disadvantage state. Each character is different, so you really have to start from scratch for any character you play. You also need to absolutely master your character's bread and butter moves and combos. For example, DK will up throw to up air, or dash attack to back air. Mario will up throw to down air to up air. Samus will down throw to forward air. Ness will side B to 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 side B. But all jokes aside, your character's bread and butter are the moves and combos that you can reliably and confidently depend on to rack up some good damage and get your opponent closer to kill percentage. If you don't know your character's bread and butter or fail to really take advantage of it in a match, you're going to have a real bad time. The next part of mastering your character is mastering their kill confirms. This means knowing how to actually close out a stock. I always say that damage is cool, but kills are cooler. If you're trying to get good, it's cool if you can put together a 15-second combo, but it's useless if you can't actually finish off your opponent. You must master actually taking your opponent's stock. As a DK main myself, I rely on back air, parry to smash, cargo down throw or back throw, down B to up smash, and many other options to close a stock. As a heavy, DK has a lot of kill power. which is one of the reasons I enjoy playing him so much. Other characters, however, may not be as easy, and kill confirms may require a lot of technical skill and work. Looking at you, Sheik. Step 3 is to know your matchup. Remember everything I said for Step 2? Step 3 is taking all of that same knowledge and understanding it for the character you're about to play against. If you want to get good and have the upper hand, you need to know your opponent's neutral, advantage, and disadvantage states, their bread and butter, and their kill confirms. This step can get extremely tricky in Smash Ultimate because there are 69 main roster characters, 13 DLC characters, and if you do the math, there's dozens of possible combinations of Mii Fighter movesets. How are you ever going to know all of these matchups? Chances are, you probably won't. But with more research, playtime, and experience, you'll start to learn these things. I would suggest starting with the characters you get matched up against the most, whether that's just the characters your friends play, characters you happen to run into the most online, or the characters you run into most often at your local tournament. Start small and grow your knowledge from there. Once you know how that character plays, you can use that knowledge during a match to know what traps to avoid from your opponent and what traps to set against them. For example, Peach and Daisy players very often start the match by immediately pulling a turnip, so I often like to rush them as soon as the match starts. Projectile players often like to spam their projectiles, run behind them, and follow up with an attack or grab, so I often follow up with a super armored up B to surprise them. Learn how the opposing character plays, and the advantage is yours. The final step, Step 4, is learning to adapt to your opponent. Regardless of how many times you've played against a certain character and know the most common tactics, you have to remember there's a human behind the controller. Step 4 is really about psychology. As you play, you need to be observing and taking notes of what your opponent does in certain situations. As you uncover these different behaviors and habits, you can use this knowledge to your advantage and adapt your game to get the upper hand. Now, Step 4 is obviously the most difficult and abstract step of them all. You can work on mastering Step 4 for forever. But adapting to your opponent is truly the last step to getting good at Smash Ultimate. Regardless of how bad your matchup is on paper, if you're able to adapt to your opponent, you can still pull off a win. But mastering Steps 1 through 3 first will absolutely help with your ability to master Step 4. If you understand the fundamentals of the game and the common tendencies of each character, Step 4 will come a lot easier. Naturally, the best way to train Step 4 is through more gameplay and hands-on experience. But TS, where do I start? How do I know what to even be looking for? Fair question. It can be especially difficult to know how to start with this step. As a simple starting point, when you play, try asking yourself the following questions. Does the opponent approach on the ground or from the air? When the opponent attacks from the air, do they land in front of me or behind me? If the opponent missed an attack, do they shield, roll, spot dodge, or jump away? Do they get up, roll, jump, or drop down when getting up from the ledge? And the list goes on and on. There's hundreds of questions like this that you can ask yourself while you play. Obviously, the next step is then to store this information in your brain and come up with a response to prep for or punish these habits. But if you're not sure yet, use those questions I posed as a starting point. And those are the 4 steps to get good at Smash Ultimate. Again, this is not intended as a guide to teach you every trick in the book, but I hope it helps you see a clearer picture of where you are in your Smash journey and what you can focus on to take the next step in that journey. Whether you're just wanting to beat up on your friends, you're an online warrior, or looking to win your next local, I hope you've enjoyed this guide. If you did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it with your Smash buddies, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to be able to continue making more content.